Now, in Iraq, they don't feel, switching complete gears here, they don't feel so good about George W. Bush. They had a rally against the pact that we want to sign with Iraq that is going to be up for a vote soon. That would, of course, tell us what we can do and can't do with our troops in Iraq going forward. This is something that they've been negotiating for a long time, approximately a year. It looks like the Iraqis have agreed to it and the Americans have agreed to it, but they still have to get it through their parliament, and that's a little tricky. Right now it looks like they have enough votes, but they want to get a wider margin. The guy who's against it is Muqtada al-Sadr and his Mahdi army, and they had a rally. And the Sunnis came as well, so it was a little heartwarming that the Shiites and Sunnis were mixing here. The result, not quite as heartwarming, especially if you're George W. Bush. We've got a video on it. Let's just watch it real quick here.
Square, denouncing a proposed U.S.-Iraqi security pact that allows American troops to
That's
stay
a big rally,
for
dude.
years. This is where U.S. Marines tore down a statue of Saddam Hussein during the 2003 invasion. Now an effigy of President George W. Bush is put on the same pedestal. After a mass prayer, demonstrators pelted it with water bottles and sandals. Eventually the effigy fell headfirst into the crowd. This man said the demonstration is a rejection of the American security pact that has been imposed on the Iraqi people. Most of the people gathered here are followers of Shiite cleric Muqtada al-Sadr. A representative of the cleric read a sermon that called America an enemy of Islam. Lee Powell, The Associated Press.
First of all, that's powerful symbolism, man. Whoever that PR guy is pretty smart to put Bush up where Saddam's statue was, pull it down, and then one guy came up and started hitting him with his sandal, the picture with the sandal, kind of exactly like they did to Saddam, and then they trampled Bush in effigy, and then they lit it on fire right after their prayer, which is a little disconcerting, right? Oh, God, give us peace on earth. And then they light it on fire. I don't know whether to be amused or disturbed by it. Probably a little of both.